My name is Jess and I'm a thriftaholic. Thank you for joining me on Thrifting is My Beach YouTube channel. I do greatly appreciate it. If this is your first time joining me, I am a part-time reseller. I sell on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark, and this is my part-time job right now. And hopefully forever. Like I said in previous videos, I went to college, did my career for a few years, got burned out, and was wondering, okay, felt kind of lost. And then I had some kids, and then it kind of just fell into my lap. So here we are today. I've been reselling for 3.5 or 4 years, I forget. Yeah, almost 4 years, I think. Let's get started. This haul is for the Jacksonville Illinois Bins, aka the Goodwill outlet. If you're not familiar, you do pay by the pound for items. This is the best place for me to get inventory because it's so cheap, there's very low risk, and you have a higher return on investment. Okay, I went for an overnight trip and I was probably on a scale of 1 to 10, I was satisfied with an 8 overall with my rating. The Goodwill bins in Jacksonville are my favorite. However, it has been a year since I've been there. I was a little hesitant to go just because things have been reopening slowly here and I wasn't sure what to expect. However, luckily somebody had reached out to me that is also a reseller and was at the bins the previous week and gave me kind of a lowdown on what to expect, and I greatly appreciated feeling more prepared. The only rule that they enforced were you needed to wear a face mask. They did not enforce the 6-foot rule. It was the most aggressive I've ever seen people at the Jacksonville bins. Normally there aren't that many people when I have gone, and it's more spread out, and I'm never elbow to elbow with people. This time I was elbow to elbow with people. Like, I was kind of shocked that they weren't enforcing it, but also in Jacksonville, it's a few hours south of where I am. People aren't wearing face masks in public areas anymore, so I just don't know. I don't think they had near as many cases as we've had up in central Illinois. All right, enough of me jabbing. Let's get started with the haul. I will say I was there from 10 to 2:30-ish, and I got most of my stuff within the first hour. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have stayed that long, but I kept holding out for more, like, you just can't give up, right? And I think also, since I have to drive pretty much 2 hours one way, I want to get as much as possible. And the Goodwill bins that I went to is 99 cents per pound. Doesn't matter if you got 5 pounds or 50. I'll say, I forgot my little cheat sheet. Give me 1 second. Okay, I spent a total of $94.35. I have not counted each individual item. I don't know, it's not in frame, but there's a massive pile to my side. I woke up early this morning so I can film all this and put it away before my kids wake up because they will make a mess of it. Okay, as you saw from the thumbnail, big stack of blankets. I have them over here to the side. These will be my best sellers, I believe, from my haul. I got into linens about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, but I really started looking specifically for vintage linens because let me tell you, they can do really well. I've had great success with them. Like a couple weeks ago, I just sold one for $60 and I found the same brand and style yesterday at the bins. All right. I think all of these but one are wool or a wool blend. Here's a picnic blanket. I'm trying to think if this one has a tag. I had these in order And then when I picked them up, I messed up the order, of course. Here is the tag. It's 100% wool. Comps do kind of range. Obviously, it's almost July. They may sell a little better in the fall, winter, so I'm going to price a little higher and hold out until the winter, and I may adjust my price if the blankets are still available by then. Which one? I believe this one I had comps at $30 to $50, but they also had some for like higher. I don't know. I think it's all how you put in your title description, because some people were kind of vague. Okay. I love the colors on this one. It's a wool blend. Unfortunately, it's unbranded. I don't know if you can see how fuzzy it is. It's not quite picking up quite how fuzzy it is. It's got the fringe and it's beautiful. Can you imagine this in the fall? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Maybe a wool acrylic blend. I don't know. It's super soft, so maybe not acrylic. Like, I wish it would be like a wool cashmere blend, but I have no way to verify. I could do a burn test, but I'm not gonna risk singeing the blanket. So due to the pattern and colors on that one, I believe I'm going to list it at $75. Next, here is a nice wool picnic blanket. This one is tagged. Troy robe. It's based out of the United States. New Hampshire, I believe. Yes. On here it says, does it say too nice to have around you? I don't know what that word says. I don't know. That's what it looks like. Too nice to have around. It's nice. I don't know. I think I'm misreading it. That one I have at $20 to $30, which isn't as much as I was hoping, but I'll take it, because I paid maybe $2 for it. This one, it's a very light pink weave. This one is a mohair wool blend, and you know, it's got the phrase. I'll show you the tag. It's handicraft. This one is made in Scotland. I found, not this color, but I found the brand on eBay, sold comps. I'm going to guess around $50. There were not tons of these, so it was kind of hard to give an accurate sold. This one is probably the most valuable. It's like a salmon pink, peach, and cream color. I'll show you the tag first. It's made in Holland, but this looks very old based off of the tag and style. There were some similar online, and like I said, comps ranged big time. I'm a little too close to the camera, but do you see? It's big and it's got a beautiful design, floral design. I don't know if you are a linen expert based off of style, please let me know. I'm not sure if it's like 1950s ish. Sorry, my toddler just woke up. Okay, so that peach blanket, it's not branded, but it does have the tag made in Holland. It is wool. I have this one. I'm gonna aim higher for this. Comps were like 50 to 150, so I'm going to go more towards the 150. I looked over these blankets and I did not see holes. This one I'm about to show you has some damage on the satin trim in a few places, so I will price it accordingly. But this one is like a lap blanket, or what you may consider as a baby blanket due to its size. It's about crib size. And see up close. Unfortunately, there is no brand. There is some damage. Where is it at? Like here, it was just a well-loved blanket, but the only signs of wear are on the trim. Yeah, do you see someone actually, now that I'm looking closer, somebody actually had their name written and a date. Oh, this may help. I can't read it, unfortunately. It's too faded, but this probably cost me $1. And I have it listed that I'm just going to do 20 because of the damage. Here is a vintage kids Curity blanket. Has the cute satin trim with the bubble or the balloon print. Have that going for about 20. And then here is the, I don't know if you would call this waffle weave. I believe that's what I call the other one. If you don't watch Katie and Vicky YouTube channel, you should. If you are trying to learn reseller content, because I've learned so much, including Chatham blankets. They sell between probably 50 and 80. This one has a little pilling, but people will still buy them. They don't care. So I'll probably do that at $60. No, Rosie, go. My dog, I don't want her on my inventory. Okay, now we are going to move on to belts, which is, oh, my blanket's falling down. Ugh. Okay, belts it's often overlooked by other people at the stores, so I always take a closer look. Okay, where was I? Belts. Okay, here is a women's vintage belt. What I liked about it is the knit detailing or stitched detailing. I don't know what you call that. It just kind of gave me boho vibes. This one is a Batman, like a seat belt material belt. This one I'm going to list for like 20. This one will probably sell for more like 10 to 15. I have a Ford mustache belt. It's neat. Sell that for 10 to 20 or 10 to 15 most likely. This one I'm going to send into Thread Up. It is a Chico's. It looks brand new. But yeah, I think it'll do better on Thread Up. Okay. Hopefully I got my kids settled so I can finish this video. I found a Coach belt. It's a women's small, just a basic black belt. You know, I have a hard time moving Coach, so I'm guessing this will sell for like $15. It's just a basic. And then I have a nice men's utility gear belt. It's in like brand new condition. It's just nice brown. I like the color. Okay, now we will be moving on to shoes. So yeah, they didn't switch out, but like they didn't have one person per bin like I've said before, unfortunately. However, I was just aggressive like everybody else so I could get good inventory. They did switch out purses when I first got there, and then they switched out shoes. So I was able to grab some, not tons. As you will see from my previous footage, my first time finding Manalo Blahniks, which were destroyed, unfortunately. And then the Fry sandals were so cute, but yeah, they were heavily damaged as well, so I had to pass on those. Alright, I'm definitely looking out for boots because I'm thinking of fall it's just days away from July, and come July, people are thinking more of going back to school, fall time. So I found these nice suede Eddie Bauer boots. They're in really good condition. I do need to clean. There's a spot right there, but that's really the only sign of wear besides just, you know, like brushing it with a suede brush. I wrote down comps for the shoes as well. I have these going for $25 to $35. These are like a hiking outdoor sandal by Zebu. One of the glories of cleaning shoes from the bins. Do you see all that pet hair? It's pretty gross. But you know, for the price, this probably costs less than $1, like 75 cents. So I believe those sell for about 20, 15-ish to 20. Due to the season that they're currently in, I'm guessing I get closer to 20. I cannot believe people were passing on these, and there were other resellers that are digging in shoes before me. But these are Allegria's, in case you don't know the brand. Sorry. Show you. And these are in like new condition. I guess the sole has been worn a few times outside, but these do pretty well as well. Whenever you get like nursing style shoes with the big clunky heels, always do the bend test because they can dry rot, and you don't want a return to open for that. It's never happened to me, knock on wood. I have comps for the Allegria sandals at, let's see, I'm gonna put them at $25 to $30. And then these need some conditioning on the leather, but they are Steve by Steve Madden's, and they are a nice wedge with the studs all the way up the back. So I had to pick those up. I couldn't leave them behind. I'm hoping 25 to 40, depending on how good I can get them cleaned up. Here's a brand I probably should have passed on. It's Mia, but when you look closer, it's Mia Girl, which I believe is the line below. Hey Clark, what? Can you please stop pushing the button? Okay, that's a toy. That's not the real thing. Just a cute lace-up style booty with a Sherpa lining. These are just, you know, like a vegan leather, faux leather, whatever you want to call it. And I only have comps probably like 18 to 25, probably more like 18, but. And then here's a new brand to me. I picked them up because on the bottom they say made in Spain, and when you see that, or made in Brazil, you always want to, and you feel like it's a quality piece, you should always check comps. These are just really cute espadrille wedges in like a blue canvas slingback. And here is the brand, Tony Pond's Origins, I believe is how you say that. And I didn't check comps, and I'll tell you why in a second. I have those listed, or not listed, but I have the comps at 20 to 35. Okay, so like I said, I had a cart full of stuff within the first hour, and I had planned on meeting somebody because I was selling them some canisters, and they had driven, you know, from a ways away, just as I had, and I had lost track of time. I was 15 minutes late by the time I looked at my watch, and they had messaged me on my phone, and they were there at the bins. So I hurried and I left my car. I asked the cashier, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to run to my car. So I went out to my car. They weren't there. And so I messaged them and told them I was gonna go back inside and check out. So I hurriedly checked out. Didn't check comps on anything, didn't do a second look over, which is a huge no-no. So I sold something to somebody for $40, which I turned around and bought fireworks with it for the 4th of July. But so yes, you should always look something over again, because I will show you there are a few items here that I would not have gotten. All right. Coach shoes usually don't flip for much, but these were a loafer, a heeled loafer, and I thought I would put these on Etsy because they're more of like a 90s schoolgirl, and I think I'm hoping to get like 30 to 40 for these. They're in really good condition. And then also, reseller tip, if you have banded shoes from the bins, keep the rubber bands. I reuse them. If you sell other items like electronics with cords, I wrap the cords up. It just looks neater, and that's actually how the Goodwills here sell them, is, you know, with the cords wrapped. Just an FYI. Okay, here is a pair of shoes that I would have passed on if I would have done a second glance. I do not buy Laura Ashley clothes, but these were super cute espadrilles. That little rope piece does need cut, but they are like a beige with a gold metallic throughout, and they're in really good condition. Well, yeah, they're in really good. They still have the sticker on the bottom. But if you look closely, you can see the glue is discolored because I'm guessing they are an older style. I was previously going to send these in to Thread Up to test it out, but due to the flaws of the glue, I'm going to sell them myself for, I would be happy with $15, because they are probably like $1.50. Yeah. We're getting near the end of shoes. Okay. This is a brand that I usually don't pick up much of, but the style was right on for fall, and it is Etienne Igner. I could be saying that wrong, but that's, I didn't even know that was their logo. I'll try to show you their zipper pull. There's the quality boot. They do retail for a decent amount, but I don't think the resale market is like amazing. But these are like, I think called the Ride. There's a style name for them, and they do decent. 30 to 40. And I paid $1.50 to $2 for those. So I found some Uggs. I don't think they got picked up immediately from the bins because the brand is in black, so you can't see it, because normally it's like the brownish material. And so I think people were passing on these just because they didn't know what brand they were. They look more discolored on camera because they are black, but they are actually pretty clean and more of a darker color. Yeah, the soles are in great condition, so I'm hoping to get about $50 for those. Side note, I was looking at sell-through rates for ankle Uggs, like ankle length, and it was horrible, like horrible. I can't remember. I think I wrote down the numbers because I couldn't believe it. It was like 5,000 available with 300 and some sold. That's really bad. So I'm guessing they'll sell on Poshmark or Mercari. What else do we have? Okay, here is a Dan Post, boys or girls, Western style boot. As you can see, it does need a good conditioning but I use Doc Martens Wonder Balsam. As I'm sure you've heard other resellers discuss, it is worth every penny, and it's actually really affordable, like $12. All right, here's another flop that I would have passed on if I would have done a second look. Fossil is a good bread and butter for purses. The outside is in amazing condition. It's a beautiful olive green. However, when I was looking over them last night when I got home, you see the inside, it's flaking. I was just going to throw them away, but due to the outside condition being so great, I'm just going to sell them hopefully for $9.99. Okay. Here are some Bionic sandals. Bionic is a good brand. They are quite a cashy. So if you see them, look over the condition, check the style, and possibly pick them up if the price is right. I'll show you what. I don't know, it's black on black, so you probably won't be able to read it very well. But my favorite kind of shoes to sell are the comfort shoes. I sell the most of those. And let's see, okay, those are all the shoes. I think I got one hat. So one thing also that did change from prior at the Jacksonville Bins is that they used to have a whole bin full of hats. And let me tell you, hats can be a gold mine if you know what you're looking for. I've had great success over the last few months with flipping older hats. I went to Goodwill with the intention of getting a lot of hats. And I asked an employee, because I did not see a bin of hats. She said that now they just mix them in with the clothes, which is pretty unfortunate because it is hard to see them. The clothes, there were like tons of clothes in each bin. And like I hardly got any clothes, and a lot of them require a soaking or something. And they're mainly vintage. I was hoping to get tons of bread and butter items, mall brands like Loft and stuff, to send to thread up, as I've sent in I think 4 boxes so far. However, I think I got 2 things to sell to thread up, unfortunately. But the blankets and the shoes came out decent, so I cannot complain too much. All right, this is the only hat. Looking closer, it is newer, but it's just the Pioneer Seed outdoor fall winter hat with the, I don't even know what style this is. I'll have to look it up. I'm pumping like 15 to 20 for that. Well, probably like 15 because it's newer style. Here's a heavily beaded bag. It's like a dark red. If you look closer, it's pretty detailed and intricate. It's by K&K Tabletops. I'm guessing it's just an older local boutique. You know, like $15 I would be happy with. Here's a, okay, I'm gonna butcher it, Marimekko. Canvas. Is that a crossbody? I think it's more of a shoulder. It could be both. Shoulder bag or crossbody in their traditional floral print. It is very clean. It's got a side pocket inside. I think I was going to get like 20, maybe 25 if I'm lucky, 15 to 25 for that. This one I probably should have put back. Yes, Tory Burch, right? No, it's a fake. The zipper pulls do not have any branding. It is real leather. The quality of the actual bag is really nice. But when you get up, you know, it doesn't say Tory Burch on any of the zipper pulls. And I don't know, I can just kind of tell, but the stitching is decent, you know, and the inside is decent quality, but, you know, I don't know. I might sell this for $10 on Facebook. If you want a bootleg Tory Burch. Message me. I will sell it to you for $10. Shipping would be, I'm guessing, like $7. If I put it in a bag. Yeah. Yep. So just let me know in the comments below if you're interested. It's really pretty. It's just, it's fake. And you cannot sell fake bags on Poshmark or Mercari or eBay even. Some people will try to put Tory Burch inspired and you will get flagged. It's illegal. Just so you know. Also, another reseller tip you may say, Mercari does free authentication for high-end designer bags. So if you have something and you're just not quite sure, or not even designer bags, but designer items. So if you're not sure, just list on Mercari. Apparently they do like some kind of photo authentication. Or you could just send it into ThredUp. But your payouts, you know, wouldn't be as great possibly if you sold it yourself. This is a really cute style. And it is by Canyon Sky. You know, it's a cheaper bag, but due to the style, I did pick it up. It is boho-ish. What did I put this one at? Sorry, can you tell I'm off my game a little bit? I got up at 6 this morning and I finished filming this, hoping the kids would sleep, and no, they are both awake. $15. This bag, I was kind of sad that the comps weren't a little bit better. At least on eBay. I always check the comps on eBay. They vary from platform to platform. So I don't even know if I'm going to list this on eBay. It's Circus by Sam Edelman. And I don't know if you can see, but it's got a cute black throughout the jute, or like the rope, if you want to call it that. Just a cute round bag. Perfect for this time of year, which right now it's, you know, the end of June. Nobody picked this up. You know, quite a few people had looked through this bin before I got to it. I think I was going to list this one for $20. And, you know, it probably cost me $1.50. I will price it higher on Mercari and Poshmark. This one I probably should have put back. I do love vintage bags. It's not leather. I believe it's more of a vinyl. I just love the color. It is only a handbag, and there is a few little signs of damage. I think the vinyl is flaked right there, like it's scratched. And right there. Oh, this is the most noticeable one. I'm actually going to use shoe cream. And I think I can cover that pretty well. Oh, here's one of my favorites. My husband and I graduated from WIU. So this is a 1980s bag. It is in almost like new condition with the strap. It has organizing compartments inside, and it has the original tag inside that says Carolina sewn. Oh wait, no, it's not vintage. It's vintage inspired. It is, because it shows a website inside, carolinasewn.com. So I will look this up. Unfortunately, before, when I thought it was from the 80s, I was going to list it at $40. However, since it's made on a website, probably more like $20. But it cost me $1.50. Yeah, it's a cute bag. And it's unisex as well. Here's a pair of shoes that we're hiding. Just a pair of classic all black Vans. These are in good condition. Like, I hardly have to clean them. Maybe the lint roller, and that's it. And they are men's 12, which is a great size. I think I was going to list them at $25. Oh, I covered the clothes. Okay, I went to one yard sale before I went to the bins because it didn't open till 10. So I will show you the few items I got there. This is from the bins as well. If I see stitching patterns, I pick them up if they're new. Always make sure that they have the original contents, because if they're not sealed, sometimes people take them out and take out certain pieces, and you want to make sure it's a complete set. This one is sealed, and it's just cute. You know, someone will like it, and it cost me like 50 cents. This I got at a yard sale. I was hoping the comps would be higher because I have previously sold Waterford crystal ornament for like $80, but this one is not as desirable. It's Santa on his sleigh. It sells for about $20. I paid $2. Here is a great homeschooling educational, it's like a mounting cloth tapestry map of the world by Discovery Kids, and it came with the bag of felt that you can Velcro onto the map with animals, the oceans, countries, oh no, not countries, continents, rivers. I know it does do some countries as well. So I figured that would be great because who knows with the pandemic if we'll be homeschooling again in the fall. I could see it happen. So if I see homeschooling educational toys, I'm going to pick them up because I think homeschooling rates are going to significantly increase. Also at that same sale, great score. These are from 2019. Newest tag, Express. I normally pass on Express, but they were newest tag for $80. Mid-rise and high-rise, and they're 8 longs, which sell pretty good. People who are tall often have difficulty finding pants that fit them. All right, I'm going to have to charge my phone because it's almost dead, and then I will finish up the clothing haul, and there you have it. I need to go charge my phone. Hold on, give me a minute. Okay, the last section I have is clothes, which I didn't find any high-end. I did come across some of these. I love this print. I believe it's a newer one. It's Vera Bradley. It's a crossbody. Probably like $15. They don't go for what they used to. This, so cute. It's a little kid's like mini bag on wheels, and it still has the tags. It does have a spot back here, but I believe I can spot clean that. But I just thought that was so cute for somebody that loves planes, or if their dad's a pilot, or if, you know, their mom or dad is a flight attendant. Like, how cute is that? Another puzzle. I got this one, even though the box is quite damaged. The actual art on it is just gorgeous, and it is a vintage FX Schmid. I'm trying to think of the year on it. It's like in a different language, like German, I think. However, I opened the box and the bag is still sealed. So I can label this as new, damaged box, and get like 25, maybe even 30 for this. Especially now. Hey Clark, can you please stop tooting your horn?
Okay.
On to the clothes. This one I got because it's new with tags, and it retailed for about $150. It's just, it's got the tulle underneath, so it's more of like a formal, like, wedding guest, formal gown. It's from some bridesmaid collection, but it could be worn for other events as well. Here's a wrap dress I was going to send to Spread Up. It's by Chico's. Wrap dresses tend to do decent. I can usually get like $15 to $18 for them. Not really, doesn't really matter the brand. Here are some men's Levi's. What I liked about these is that they are button fly, which I do not see very often. They're a 33 by 32, which is also a more rare size. You normally don't see the odd numbers. I couldn't leave this one behind. I'm not a huge fan of this style, but somebody maybe, it's like early 90s, I believe. Made in the USA. There's a little cutout in the back. It's like knee length. Is it drop waist? Nope. Here's the other item I got to send to ThredUp. Just a basic casual loft dress with side zip pockets. It's a pretty burnt orange color. I got an Under Armour polo. I normally pass if they have embroidery on them, but Pioneer, I got a hat earlier, does well around here, and it's got the logo there. So I'm thinking I can get 18 to 22 for that. Here's just a safety vest. I got it because it's still in the package. I figured $8. I probably shouldn't have picked it up because, you know, I'm trying to stay away from items that aren't worth a whole lot for me. But here's the men's Nike sweats. Just the basic. They're medium. With the pockets, they look super comfy. Those will only sell probably like for $15 on Posh. You'll probably hear my kids in the background because it's almost impossible for them to be 100% quiet. Here's a houndstooth knit J-Jill. Just gonna send this in a ThredUp. Because by the time it gets processed, it'll be fall, most likely. Here are some men's Vineyard Vines khaki shorts. And they are a size 33, which is crazy because same size as those jeans, and they were in completely different Gaylords, like on the other sides of the store. All right, I have one bag of clothes left. 2 bags, sorry, 2. I love patchwork. These are cute. And they are by Brooks Brothers. Brooks Brothers is kind of hit or miss for me, but because of the style, I did pick them up. I'm hoping for 25. I could not pass on this little dancing gymnastics costume outfit. It's in really good condition. It's a really bright green, and it is by A Wish Come True. So I'm hoping to get 15 for that. It's got a little bow. This one I plan on sending into ThredUp. I'm just now seeing its newest tags. It is Casper. I normally pass on this brand. It's a more mature brand. However, the coloring and the beading was gorgeous. I was thinking like Mother of the Bride. They had a simple black dress. They could really dress it up. Suggested retail is $139. I was just seeing if it was sold as a 2-piece, but it's not because it's Casper separates. So that's good to know. And Goodwill was wanting $40 for it, and I got it for a... Hey, Chippy. Shh. And I got it for $1. Alright, I'm doing a redo. I had to send my kids to my room because they're just being too loud. Alright. Here's a cute dress. It's got the high neck, which is really cute. It's by a brand I haven't heard before. Warehouse. You know, it's like a knee-length dress. It's that slinky material. So I'm going to send this in a ThredUp. I don't have that much luck with Ralph Lauren. But I've been told that ThredUp does pretty good with it, and this is 100% silk. I didn't see any poles in it. If I do see a flaw on it, I will list it myself because Thread app does not take any flawed items. So, okay. There's quite a few cute vintage clothes for little girls. However, a lot of them had set in stains, and I was very hesitant to put time into them. But this Polly Flinders, I have luck with this brand. I think that's how you say it. I just sold one of their dresses a few weeks ago. It is cute polka dot with the ruffle trim and the floral embroidery Peter Pan collar. It is so cute, but there is some faint stains. Well, they're not so faint. They may not show up on camera. Do you see that discoloration? Like spaghetti sauce or something. And it's here as well. I'm going to soak it in OxyClean. And see if I can get that out. And if not, I'll just list it and I'm for cheap, and I'm sure somebody will buy it, hoping that they can get the stain out as well. Here is a cycling shirt. I like the colors. It's a more modern style. Normally you see the marathon shirts are the ones with a bunch of sponsors and stuff on them. But this one did not. It's by a brand I haven't heard of. It's just designed in California. I don't know what the logo is. So, just like the color blocking. Alright, I got a body pump windbreaker. It's got the cool like foam spell out on the back. This sells for about $20 on eBay. I do need to wash it. There are a couple stains. I don't know why. Okay, I do know why. Here is a soft and sexy American Eagle. Cute tie-dye. I think it's kind of cropped. It's an extra small. Okay, I cannot for the life of me move these on Poshmark. However, I have about 2 or 3 others. So I'm just going to lock these all up and just, you know, sell them all together because I cannot get rid of them. Zoom Zum Zums. I don't know what you, it's like a 90s, early 2000s. I loved it. It's like Asian inspired with the mock, I think that's mock neck. Satin. It is full length and it does have a side slit that goes to about your knee. This is gorgeous. I looked over it because you can see stains very easily on satin. Didn't see any pulls or any staining. It zips up the back. You know, I saw on Etsy. I can see this going on Etsy. This would be a really good homecoming dress. That'd be gorgeous. This one, a year ago, I probably would have passed on it, but I think corduroy kind of came back a little bit last year as far as fashion. It's a women's Eddie Bauer, size small, tall, so it's extra long, corduroy button-down dress, or button-up dress. Like, I could totally see someone, like, in New York rocking this. You know, like, somewhere in the city. How cute. Like, this would be great for Christmas, you know, because it's got the red and green, but, yeah. Loved it. It is heavier. I probably paid closer to $2 for this, and it is, you know, full length. I probably will ask $40 for that. Oh, another belt. Oh, I was getting ready to leave, and there were some bins I didn't look in just because I was done. Like, you just get to a point and you're just done. It's Red Wing. You know, Red Wing boots. It's in like new condition. It's a thinner belt. I believe it's a size 32. But you know, hopefully $20, maybe $18 because it's pretty simple. And then this one will require I think I'm going to bleach it. You can, according to Katie on the Katie and Vicky Show on YouTube, you can bleach the, it's like a heathered gray. Apparently this does not actually bleach the color. I think that's what she said, but don't quote me. I just liked the graphic on it. It is slightly yellowed in spots. So I'll just soak it and see. But it's got the Hanes Heavyweight tag, which the tag usually helps you date which decade. This one is made in USA, so I'm guessing early 90s, maybe even 80s, but it's so oversized, I'm gonna go with 90s. All right, like I said, I stopped at a yard sale before I went to the bins and didn't like find a whole lot, but they did have these cute knit, you know those mermaid, those mermaid little like blanket thingies to put your legs in. There were 2 of them and they were only $1.25 a piece. So I figured these would be something good to sell on Poshmark. And I will probably lot them up together and sell them for like less than $30. Because if I sold those on Mercari or eBay, they would cost like probably $10 to $11 to ship. All right, here is, I didn't look at the year this was made because it looks like maybe an older style, but I was kind of in a rush when I picked it up. Heritage Collection by Banana Republic. I do not know how well this does, but it is quite heavy. Like this is probably 2 pounds. It's just a turtleneck sweater vest, or sweater dress, dress in a medium. It feels synthetic, which, you know, a lot of people don't like wool because they don't know how to care for it or they don't want it to shrink. Oh, this is from 2015, so it's not as old as I thought. And it is, oh, no, excuse me, 60% cotton, 18% wool, 17% acrylic, and actually 5% alpaca. It is soft. That surprises me. I would not expect. Okay, well, I will look up comps on that to see if I want to sell it myself or send it into ThredUp. 1 bag left. This will be a very long haul. Thank you for sticking with me, everyone. If you do like reseller content, please hit the subscribe button down below and give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video, and comment down below. It really helps the algorithm to grow my channel so I can share my experience of reselling and hopefully educate some people along the way. Okay, this is a really cute like utility jacket. It's a women's plus size, and if you're not familiar with this brand, Woman Within, I have seen it a lot at the thrift stores. However, I only pick it up if it's at the bins. This jacket I think can sell for $25 to $30. I think they mainly just have a website, this brand does, and I think they're targeted towards plus size. But yeah, I had 2 dresses, and within a month I believe they sold for full price. One sold on Mercari, I think one sold on eBay. Okay, what do we have next? All right, men's swim trunks. It's by RVCA. I don't know if it's like a skateboard brand. I can't remember. It's kind of like Hurley and Roxy. I don't know if it's sold at Pakistan. I'm not for sure, but just, you know, cute swim trunks. They do not have the mesh lining inside, which I don't think guys really like anymore. I've sold an RVCA hat before. It didn't sell for a whole lot, but it did bring a lot of traffic to my store, which is always a good thing. This is amazing. Carhartt is really popular from, you know, the Midwest. I don't know if it's popular where you live, but I found a vintage Carhartt This one is made in the USA. And it's like a, I don't even know, it's like a velvet work jacket. It's got the Carhartt right here. And it's like fleece lined. You will see it has been worn, but the outside does not show signs of wear due to the material. It's pretty cool. The fact that it's made in the US will increase its value. And a lot of times you'll see these like destroyed and stuff. And they will still sell if, you know, they're stained or have holes, because people are, they almost have like a cult following. That's crazy. So I haven't looked up comps on this, but I'm hoping to get 30 to 40. Here's some leggings I threw in. I don't know if I'll keep them for myself or if I'll list them. Blue Rain. It's a cheap juniors brand. They're like, I think they're called the pull-on Ponte. I can't remember, but you see the little detail of the fake leather piping. It's cute. I'll probably keep them for myself now that I'm thinking about it. I'll put them in a separate pile. I don't know about you. Here's another reseller tip. For the first 2 years that I resold, I would buy, you know, I always buy items for my family while I'm thrifting as well. And I would add them onto my same order as my reselling business. But then when you go to file for taxes and you know, do all your paperwork, it's a huge hassle. Like, you're not going to remember, oh yeah, I spent $5 for something for myself. So you need to separate your personal items from your business items and have 2 separate orders. I do that now, and it just makes my life so much easier, and your numbers are more accurate for your business, which is very important. Moving on. I did not look this brand up, but you know, it's a chunky cardigan. It's like an off-white. It has no tags by Tricket. I think's how you say it. There's the, whoops, there's the tag. It just looks super cozy, and it does have pockets, which are great. It is 100% acrylic. It's probably just a boutique brand, but I'll probably sell this myself. Here's another 90s zoom, however you want to say it, gown with the high neck halter, I think is what it's called. It's got floral sequins and long sleek. I'm trying to think of, it's hard to tell. There is a tiny, see that? I will look at the care tag and see how to go about getting that little spot out, but it's very faint. I couldn't leave this cutie behind. Look at that. It's a little toothbrush holder for your kid's bathroom. Adorable. And it is by Jenny Jeff from Target. And some of the stuff from Target, once it's discontinued, can have resale potential. I have sold old Target bowls that we got from our wedding 10 years ago. I sold them on eBay because, you know, people break their bowls and they want replacements. So I'll probably ask $15 for this. I was really hoping to find more cardigans, but like I said, the clothes at the bins were just not very good. I had the hardest time finding the tag in this. It is a plus size Maurice's. I'm not even sure how it's worn. Oh, here it is. That's why. It's an open knit. It's a really pretty, like, plum. It's, oh, I see. It's like a caftan poncho. It's got buttons right down here, but it's got this whole opening over here for your arms. How cute and cozy is this? Oh my goodness. Yeah. I did get a few Maurice's pieces to send in to thread up. However, I will look at them up because they don't retail for a whole lot. So I don't know how Maurice's does on thread up. If you know, please comment down below and let me know. because I'm kind of learning as I go on ThreadUp. I'm watching other resellers on YouTube to see their experience. Here's a cute Alvin and the Chipmunks t-shirt for a little kid. I'm going to guess it's a 2 to 3T. It is yellowed, so I'm going to bleach it. When there is a screen print on a white shirt, you can bleach it and it will not bleach the graphic because it is a screen print. Learned that from Katie and Vicky. I'm trying to think, I think this is the 3rd time I've mentioned them. They're an awesome channel. All right, I gotta speed up because I can hear my baby. She just woke up. All right, this is something I do not see very often. I believe I had one as a kid. It's by Allison Ann. It's probably from the 90s. It's just a little girl slip. However, it does have some tulle and lace on the bottom to give it a little volume. It's just, you know, like maybe $15. But that's mainly what I saw, unfortunately. I'm trying to increase my ASP. Here's a men's vintage Sears flannel, which flannels do well coming up here in a few months. So I will price this for the fall and just wait for the right buyer. It's really cute. I'll put this on my Etsy store as well. Here, I'm not fond of the print, but it is vintage, and like I said, I was having a hard time finding stuff. So I went ahead and picked up this drop waist pleated floral dress with the button detail on the shoulders and a little puff sleeve a little bit. It's knee length. It's got a bow, not a big bow, but like a small waist bow. Here we have a cute DR2, which is Daniel Rain. I can't remember if it's sold at Nordstrom or Nordstrom Rack. Just a cute, it is pleated, cute print and dress. Probably add that to my Poshmark. I did clear out probably about 100 items from my Poshmark closet to send in a ThreadUp that I've had for 9 months to a year that I just want gone. So I have like no jackets right now in my closet. How cute. If you are probably 30 or older, you should know what these are. My grandparents had the little rubber toys of these on their dresser, and I would always play with them. It's dated 1987. How cute is this? Somebody was asking about the size on Instagram. It says one size fits all, so I will have to take measurements, but now looking at it, it's really boxy, but I would say it would easily fit an 8. It is actually larger than I thought. Yeah, definitely like an 8, maybe even a 10. So yeah, I can't tell. Yeah, it's screen print, so I'll go ahead and bleach it. A few items left, just bear with me, bear with me. Another cute vintage girl's dress. I love this style with the lace trim detail. However, I believe, yeah, do you see that set in stain? It's pretty faint, but it almost looks like they rubbed the stain into the dress. I'm not sure. Probably trying to get it out, but I will soak it and see, and if not, I'll just list it for cheaper. This I'm going to send into ThreadUp. It's just a cute tassel Chico's shirt. I like the print. Here is a kid's yarn knit vintage cardigan. I love the colors. It almost reminds me of a piano. It almost looks like keys to a piano. I don't think it is, but love that. And the last item is a bikini top. It's just, you know, the tie-dye blue triangle, or not brand triangle, but just the bikini, typical bikini by In Motion. Haven't heard of that before, but like I said, nice swimsuits. I've sold probably half of the swimsuits, if not more, that I listed probably 3 weeks ago. So, need to get this listed. Oh, it's even got the cute little ruffle trim. So that is everything I got at the bins. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know when I'm going next. Probably not for a bit because I got so much. One thing is you may want to start thinking about having a death pile or money pile if you don't already. Most resellers do, including myself, but due to the pandemic, if we happen to go under lockdown again, you may want to have a stash of inventory. So just keep that in your brain. All right, well, stay safe and thank you for watching. Bye. Okay, the last section I have is clothes, which I didn't find any high-end. I did come across some of these. I love this print. I believe it's a newer one. It's Vera Bradley. It's a crossbody. Probably like $15. They don't go for what they used to. This, so cute. It's a little kid's like mini bag on wheels, and it still has the tags. It does have a spot back here, but I believe I can spot clean that. But I just thought that was so cute for somebody that loves planes, or if their dad's a pilot, or if, you know, their mom or dad is a flight attendant. Like, how cute is that? Another puzzle. I got this one, even though the box is quite damaged. The actual art on it is just gorgeous, and it is a vintage FX Schmid. I'm trying to think of the year on it. It's like in a different language, like German, I think. However, I opened the box and the bag is still sealed. So I can label this as new, damaged box, and get like 25, maybe even 30 for this. Especially now. Hey Clark, can you please stop tooting your horn? Okay. On to the clothes. This one I got because it's new with tags and it retailed for about $150. It's just, it's got the tool underneath, so it's more of like a formal, like wedding guest, formal gown. It's from some bridesmaid collection, but it could be worn for other events as well. Here's a wrap dress I was going to send to Thread Up. It's by Chico's. Wrap dresses tend to do decent. I can usually get like $15 to $18 for them. Not really, doesn't really matter the brand. Here are some men's Levi's. What I liked about these is that they are button fly, which I do not see very often. They're 33 by 32, which is also a more rare size. You normally don't see the odd numbers. I couldn't leave this one behind. I'm not a huge fan of this style, but somebody maybe, it's like early 90s, I believe. Made in the USA. There's a little cutout in the back. It's like knee length. Is it drop waist? Nope. Here's the other item I got to send to Thread Up. Just a basic casual loft dress with side zip pockets. It's a pretty burnt orange color. I got an Under Armour polo. I normally pass if they have embroidery on them, but Pioneer, I got a hat earlier, does well around here, and it's got the logo there. So I'm thinking I can get 18 to 22 for that. Here's just a safety vest. I got it because it's still in the package. I figured $8. I probably shouldn't have picked it up because, you know, I'm trying to stay away from items that aren't worth a whole lot for me. But here's the men's Nike sweats. Just a basic. They're medium. with the pockets. They look super comfy. Those will only sell probably like for $15 on Posh. You'll probably hear my kids in the background because it's almost impossible for them to be 100% quiet. Here's a houndstooth knit J-Jill. Just gonna send this in a thread up. Because by the time it gets processed, it'll be fall, most likely. Here are some men's vineyard vines. Khaki shorts. And they are a size 33, which is crazy because same size as those jeans, and they were in completely different Gaylords, like on the other sides of the store. All right, I have one bag of clothes left. 2 bags, sorry, 2. I love patchwork. These are cute. And they are by Brooks Brothers. Brooks Brothers is kind of hit or miss for me, but because of the style, I did pick them up. I'm hoping for 25. I could not pass on this little dancing gymnastics costume outfit. It's in really good condition. It's a really bright green, and it is by A Wish Come True. So I'm hoping to get 15 for that. It's got a little bow. This one I plan on sending into thread up. I'm just now seeing it's new with tags. It is Casper. I normally pass on this brand. It's a more mature brand. However, the coloring and the beading was gorgeous. I was thinking like Mother of the Bride. They had a simple black dress. They could really dress it up. Suggested retail is $139. I was just seeing if it was sold as a 2-piece, but it's not because it's Casper separates. So that's good to know. And Goodwill was wanting $40 for it, and I got it for a... Hey, Chippy. Shh. And I got it for $1. I just love it.